Welcome to the last video in our e-learning series on data science and AI for small and medium enterprises. In the course of the past videos, we covered what data science was all about, from the very definition of data to the differences between AI and machine learning, passing through the GDPR. It has been a journey. To close up this series, I thought it would be important to have a view of the current use of data science in business, but also how is the future of AI and data science looking like? Let's dive in. Nowadays, data science is omnipresent and impacts every single aspect of the business world. For instance, we find that it revolutionizes the way we consider healthcare. At the Data Science Research Group in TUAS, we lead a project on diagnosing diabetic foot ulcers, or DFUs. DFU is a serious medical condition that can lead to amputation of lower limbs in some cases. In this project, we develop an algorithm that analyzes medical images to predict the current stage of the DFU. This algorithm allows for earlier detection of potential issues that can significantly improve the treatment healthcare professional can offer. Our work with the Rotterdam The Hague Airport is another example on how data science can improve operational processes in business. In this project, we build a predictive algorithm to forecast the number of passengers going through the airport in the coming months. Our algorithm also forecasts the times of the day when the airport might be busier or quieter. This enables the airport management to allocate and plan for staff more efficiently. Consequently, it improves the experience that passengers have when going through the airport. Data science is versatile in its nature, and so can be applied to almost any industry. It is now used in the banking sector for fraud detection. Machine learning algorithms are capable of detecting anomalies in transaction data and estimating the probability that anomalies actually stem from fraudulent behavior. In a similar way, data science has important implications in other areas of risk management, such as credit risk management or cybersecurity. Data science is also massively present in the analysis of customer data that usually occurs in the marketing, human resources, or sales department. There, machine learning and deep learning methods improve the efficiency of marketing campaigns, the chance of recruiting better talents, and the speed at which businesses can identify new opportunities. Well, all those applications almost seem too good to be true. Does that mean that we are using the full potential of AI in data science? The answer is definitely not. I think it has been clear in the previous year that the field of AI has experienced unprecedented development. The creation of large language models, LLM for short, which are the underlying engines for AI such as Chat GPT or Bard, marked the beginning of a new era. Models such as Chat GPT can be configured into customized chatbots that are difficult to differentiate from actual humans. They allow for any customer to feel personally taken care of without requiring the business to invest in recruiting and training staff. Obviously, these solutions are not perfected yet and still have biases and drawbacks, but they could be made operational in the coming years. In a more general picture, LLMs have a multitude of applications. They can be used to automatize repetitive tasks, analyze data, or even participate in creative processes. In the future, they will enable untrained staff to perform complex tasks without struggle. Imagine an accountant being able to generate dashboards and reports of your financials in a matter of hours just by talking or writing to an LLM. Another promising development in the field of data science is AutoML, short for automated machine learning. In essence, AutoML aims to automate any machine learning process from beginning to end with minimal user input. In other words, it would make machine learning easily accessible for non-expert users. In a previous video, we mentioned the process of a data science project. A machine learning process is very similar to it. It includes the following steps: cleaning data, finding important features, selecting an adequate model, tuning the model to perform better, and evaluating how the model actually works in real life. Now, this process could take weeks or months for a data scientist. AutoML aims to bring that whole process down to days, possibly hours, and without much human input. It's important to note that the human input will still be essential at the beginning in defining the right problem and providing the right data and instruction, and at the end of the process, when evaluating whether the result is coherent and can be used operationally. AutoML is an exciting potential development in the data science world. It would make data science more accessible to non-experts, but also would help experts work faster and more efficiently. This is, of course, a non-comprehensive list of the most promising developments in AI and data science. After all, it is a field that evolves rapidly, and I have no doubts that we'll see other exciting developments in the future. Well, we're coming to the end of our series of e-learning videos. I wanted to thank you for following us through that journey. I hope that it helped you have more clarity on how data science can change the way your business works. It was a pleasure. Thank you, and goodbye.